Hi guys, how's it going? We are here on the Isle of Wight today. It's Monday and it's the 2nd of July. We are currently on Sandown Beach. Sandown is a very, very lovely beach. I'm currently in the water right now. We just had breakfast at a lovely place down there called the Sundial. So if you're ever in Sandown or anywhere on the Isle of Wight, know that you need to go to Sundial. Absolutely beautiful place, very rustic feel to it, but also modern at the same time. So I would love to tell you how hot it is right now, but my phone come up with an error message to say temperature is too hot, wait for it to cool down. So that's how hot it is. Chloe is just behind me right here, enjoying life. We're gonna take a paddle out here. Today, this weekend is basically a time for us to relax, a time for us to reflect, and time for us to be thoughtful of the future, and a little update as well. We've kind of both been really getting into this thing called minimalism, and what that is, if you don't know already, it's the whole thing of getting rid of a bunch of stuff that you kind of don't really use anymore. And it's a really cool little way of life because you kind of have that feeling of letting go. You have a relief, a weight off your shoulders, and living a simpler life. It goes into a lot more detail, and I'll explain later on in later episodes, but for right now, we're just on the beach, enjoying life. It is a school and a work day for most, hence why we've got the whole beach to ourselves. Putting happy thoughts out there right now, and wherever you are, I hope that life is not getting you down, and just remember, whatever you're going through is only temporary. This too shall pass. We're going to enjoy our day. We'll catch up with you later. Here's a nice little trick, a tip. If you've got sandy feet, get some talcum powder, rub them all over your feet, and the sand just disappears. Ta-da! travel tips, exploration. So earlier I mentioned geocaching, and by no means is this a sponsored video or anything like that. Basically, a friend of mine who is known as Marwell Matt introduced this app to me the other day, and you open the app and it shows you a map of the whole world, and around the whole world people have left little treasures, and this whole thing is a treasure hunt. Now, it's quite a cult thing, so you have to be quite secretive if you are going to do this. Basically, you're trying to find little containers. Some are bigger than others, and some have little trinkets in that people leave for the next person. Your app on the phone tells you coordinates, directions, hints and tips, and a map, and you're trying to follow this map until you find the container. Inside the container is like a little list of all the other people that have found it, and you sign your name and the date, you put it back and hide it again for the next person.
And if you're really lucky, you even might find a travel bug. So that is basically like a little metal tag on a keyring, and the aim or the purpose usually of these is to travel as far as they possibly can, all over the world in some cases. We found one whilst we were geocaching on the Isle of Wight, and it had come all the way from California. So that was a cool little find. So if you find one, you're supposed to take it and then take it somewhere else. It could be anywhere in the world. Take it 5 minutes down the road or 500 miles down the road, whatever you want, and put it in the next geocache for somebody else to find, and hopefully they can take it somewhere else in the world. And it creates a magical story of travel. They're very exciting to find them.
One of the reasons why we like it so much is even if you take it to a location or a place like a park that you've been to 100 times before, it does take you to places that you might not have been before. For example, it will take you behind the back of a duck pond when you've only seen the front of it. It just opens up your eyes, and it makes you explore more. And it's more interesting than just going for a walk. Like Chloe said, you have purpose. What's this about?
I think it's fabulous if you just want a bit more of a purpose when you walk. If you enjoy walking but you kind of think, you know, you'd like to have a dog perhaps to walk. So it gives you a bit of a purpose when you're walking for a reason. I think this is a great way to walk with purpose, because you're going to somewhere, you're trying to find something. It's amazing.
Absolutely. So that is our take on geocaching. If you want to try it out for yourself, there's a link in the description below, and that should take you straight to the app. And if you want to know some more information, just type in geocaching on the app.
That's with a CH.
Type geocaching
with a CH
in the App Store. Literally, I'm going to spell it right here. Geocaching.
CH.
Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye!